workers. But it was the people in Uganda that came and walked across the Bering Straits before the landmass even started breaking up. Because I told y'all, civilization began in Uganda. And it started with the pygmies. And this was after your moon got separated from your planet. Because this is a timeline before that. That's still a part of this planet, Sakashi. This planet has been through some shit. I mean, we're just looking at what we, but it's the planet. That's who align you with the transmissions and everything. That's who you get your permission from. That's the pecking order. And I show you guys that in the 1089 manual, right? I tell you about the 4 focal points, right? This is what I mean by that. And people be looking for some deep mystical answer. It's just putting your feet in the grass and making that connection. Then you will start getting all of the knowledge, the seminars, the events, the YouTube videos to watch. All that shit will just start coming to you. Everything that you need just start aligning for you. Think the planet can't take care of your little speckle, little ass? You just a speckle. It could fulfill your request and line everything up in a way where you can accept it and it work out for you just fine. You just got to trust that you picking up on the receptions from the planet. You got to trust what it's telling you and what it's showing you and not waver. Because when you do that, then you will receive your just due. It's just some real practical shit. Oh man, thank you, Hidden Son. I appreciate that. That's all it is to it, y'all. It like I be telling y'all, I say the same shit all the time, but I pull back another layer on it. And stop paying their ass attention. Give yourself that attention. Give yourself that attention. I'll just carry my fair portion, beloved. I'll just carry my fair portion. Thank you, though. Right? But y'all look that up. El Manati. El Manati. That's the sacred spring side where they made their offerings. It started from there, and then they started to build labyrinths and pyramids. They had that knowledge. Because see, when I be telling y'all about Egypt and the Happy Nile Valley, the Anu people, the land of Amun-Ra, that ain't just that little Egypt. It's all of those land masses. It's all one. It's just one landmass going all the way down into Tanzania. All of that, and Mozambique. All of that shit is a part of the Happy Nile Valley. All of that. It ain't just that one little isolated area. Now, Kemet, that's a Masonic term. I'm saying from the tip of the Mediterranean Sea all the way down into Mozambique, all of that is the land of Amun-Ra. All of that. Even Somalia. All of that shit is the land of Amun-Ra. All of it. And we learn how to navigate the waters around the whole planet before the beings is saying that they came over here with Christopher Columbus and the other Portuguese navigators. Right? He said another pseudo. Okay. All of those Portuguese navigators that came before Christopher Columbus and the French, guess what? We was already making those moves. Beings was already navigating the waters before you was in pocket, if you will. She said, I need that shirt, fam. There's some members only tea. Just show a source. Show a source. You want me to pull out a map? Just go pull out a map And I told you, look up at, you don't even know what we're talking about. I ain't paying that being no attention. So what's your social where you already coming here? We're already coming here. El Manati. El Manati. Elmanati. El Manati. Right? That's a sacred spring-side site that was built by the Olmecs. According to archaeologists, they say it was 1600 BCE. BCE means before Christian era. Right? So before they started calculating the birth of Christ, you go back 1600 years backwards from that. That's where they saying that that's when that spring, that site where they used to do their rituals, right? And make their offerings. It began there. And it goes off and turns into the city of El Manati, where they built the first pyramids. And what the Mexicans call today, Teotihuacan. I hope I'm saying that right. I might be butchering that word. But that was the earliest unmistakable Olmec cultures. So you said for the source of what I just said. Well, what I'm talking about is I'm showing the comparison in the knowledge of the pyramids and how the people from the Olmecs originally came from Uganda, right? They got a similarity to Uganda. Uganda and Kenya, those are the areas where the first civilization, just according to what could be confirmed. You can Google that shit. Say there's no pyramid in America. That's the first pyramids. I don't know what you're talking about. This Q&A with Dr. Ray, beloved. You came in the middle of a conversation, and I don't know where you at with it or what you think you own. I don't even really give a damn. But if you got a question, ask the question. See, you just ranting and showing no source. You got a computer, right? Yeah, let's get him out of here. He trolling. Mute that. Yeah, we ain't playing all of that. Yeah, just go look the shit up. Like I said, it's too much technology today. And when people be coming in saying, hey, I need to see receipts, you letting me know that you too lazy and you should know this information already. Like I said, I gave several sources, but let's not get on, let me not let him take me away from the point that I'm making. And that is that we had the ability to conduct navigation and build waterways prior to the Amorites coming into intellect. Before they was even recorded to come into intellect, we was already making moves. So why should I be buying into your stories? This is something that the Supreme Grandmaster, Dr. Melakaza Duck York L, that's what he always looked to push that forward. Is that, yo, why we got to be listening to y'all? How can you tell me about me? It's impossible. You don't come from my communities. You don't come from my tribe. You don't come from my ethnic background. So there's nothing that you could really present to me that would be beneficial to me. It would only be beneficial to you, right? Especially once I can identify with something that aligns with me. I could use that as a starting point. That's what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad did when he started off with what? The Nation of Islam. He said, put down the Bible and pick up the Quran. Just because it was opposite to what the Christians was teaching. It ain't had nothing to do about the contents of it. It was just doing something different than what was already shown to you. And a lot of people rejected that. And they still stuck on that book to this very day. Right? It's still stuck on it. We use their concepts and terminologies. And all that do is make their shit more validated and gives them more strength to make my story a mystery to me. Right? Yeah, they invented basketball. It's the rubber plant people. And the reason why I say Uganda is because that rubber plant tree came out of Uganda. It's found in Uganda and Kenya. And the people in Uganda and Kenya, they traveled in a ley line, on that ley line, all the way into South America. They came up through South America, through Central America, and resided right there in Mexico. And all them little islands in there, they all got pyramids on them. And once they pyramids was established, they was connecting with beings from Andromeda, beings from the Taurus star constellation. Them beings was coming down and mixing in with these people. They don't want you to connect to that because they don't got that connection. See, once you can make that connection, then you can have a real connection. Like, oh shit, man, these folks, why are we listening to them? And they don't even got to say so. Right? But now here we are, fast forwarding back to we talking about the chakra points. And people didn't even know they had a chakra in their feet. Wasn't even aware of it. And as I kept going through my videos, I'm like, damn, I still got to talk about the 9 chakras. We're not ready to leave away from there because there's more people like, damn, it's 9 of them? I thought it was just 7. No, it's 9. It's more than that. But you got 9 that you can work with while you're here that's already active. You just not, your awareness field hasn't, your consciousness is not interfacing with it. And once you get in alignment with it and make it happen for you, then you will start vibrating on another level. You see how certain happenstances happen? Yes, you just answered your own question, beloved. It's okay. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Then it'll pull something out your body and you don't even know that it happened. You might get a bump or a cyst and then it expel. And you're like, man, where did that come from? It might have been something from the planet. Like that happened to me. That happened to me sometimes. Yeah, yep. It's 14 chakras. It's 33 chakras. It's 361 and 365 chakras. It's a whole bunch of them. And yeah, we was talking about that at the what's the name? I was talking about the 13 chakras. But that's neither here nor there. Connecting to the planet is highly essential. Once you connected to that root, then your roots are integrated down into the soil, right? Now you fully emerge with the planet. And now you can start picking up on what's off of the 2-dimensional aspects, the linear aspects of the horizon, which you can't see over, right? I told you about 1/64th in sight to see over the horizon. So it appears like an illusion, this reality. But in the chakra field is where you start to feel the field. The first field that you feel is the gravitational field. Then the electromagnetic field, then the color, the spectrum of it. All of that's in the second chakra, right? Or the third, really. Because remember, you got to include the one in your feet. So the chakra becomes the third. This is where you pick up on forces. That's the gravitational force, the force of density, and the sex force, right? These are very dense and heavy forces. They're very strong. And that's right there in your chakra. This is where your voluntary forces and your involuntary forces are housed in that area. That's how you can pass gas. You can think it out. or sometimes it'll just come out. Or you go use the bathroom. Or your ability to breathe, right? There's an artery in your sacral that's connected to your heart. You don't control your heartbeat. You can, if you dialed in with your heart centric, you can do it, but you don't have to. You don't even got to think about that. You got you got an aspect of your mind that performs all those functions for you on your behalf, while you focus in paying attention to what's going on in this reality. You're using this body. Don't you know how you put your hands, you see on the little on the science shows or the sci-fi movies, people put their hands in them gloves and they be into a little room where they could touch stuff. That's what you're doing in your body. Because you didn't have a body. A spirit does not have a physical form. Or it wouldn't be a spirit. It'd be that physical form. And people live their life like they're a statue. You're not a statue. You're in the statue. You're the reason why the statue can get out the damn chair. You hear me? I'm trying to make it as rigid as possible. I speak in a rigid context so that people can grasp it very easy. Get the concept down and start dialing into you. Because like I said, I'm here to wake up that lion in you. I'm here to wake up that dragon, that primordial dragon, that eagle in some of you. I'm here to wake that shit up. It's been lying dormant for too long. And it's time for it to wake up and make an impact on this reality. A positive one. Lead by example. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that they haven't been told. And all you got to do is do what's right. You ain't got to take a picture of it. Just do what's right. You ain't got a video record it. Just do what's right. Don't nobody got to see it. That gives you character when you do that. Just for the sake of it. See how it make you feel. Be grateful. Acknowledge all of the debts of gratitude that you owe to those that's not here. I think about it every day. And I give thanks. I don't ponder on it all day, but I give it a unit of time. I think it's worth it. Right? Start thinking more with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. Start valuing your time. Start valuing your energy and your attention and utilizing it to your benefit. That's what's essential. Right? That comes in the solar plexus. Your solar plexus is in your stomach or your bosom. It's connected to your navel. You got over 100 million neurons in your stomach because your first 9 months of your time in the womb, that's how you were able to process the external world, was through your stomach, not through your brain, through your stomach. It's the seat of the subconscious mind where all your memories are stored. So when some people come to me and they say, "Hey doc, how do I retain my dream?" I tell them, don't eat nothing. Start fasting if you want to remember your dream. And stop going to sleep after 8 o'clock. Go to bed at 8 o'clock at night and watch what happens. That's why your mama tell you to go to bed at 8 o'clock, so that you can make a smooth transition into the spiritual universe and interface with the higher dimensions of yourself. So y'all don't know that. That's something that's coded in the mitochondria of the women. But that's neither here nor there. right? When you go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Once you go to sleep at 8 o'clock, watch how your dream be. You're gonna be like, damn, I remember. You're gonna remember everything about that shit. Don't eat nothing now. Now you can eat something early in the day, but make sure by 8 o'clock you're ready to go to bed. Go to bed on a light stomach. Have you some chamomile tea or something. Go to sleep. I guarantee you remember your dream. But don't go to bed on niggeritis. You've been having some 1738 and you done had something twisted. Nah, it ain't gonna come out the same. Like, man, he said this shit happened. Nah. Follow my instruction concisely. Don't eat nothing. Go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Watch what happened the next day. You're like, damn, I remembered everything that happened. You're pondering it all day long. You're gonna be distracted by it because you ain't used to it. Right? Yeah. But it's something to think about, you guys. Something to think about. Your stomach. That's where your intuition kicks in. Right? The subconscious mind carries the intuition down into this area because that's where the information was coming to first. It wasn't coming to your head where your psychic center is. Right? Because right there where your psychic center is, that's your antenna to pick up on the higher transmissions. Right? That go beyond the electromagnetic spectrum. Peace and love, beloved. It go beyond that. So those transmissions, once they're picked up and they're relayed and matriculate back down through the higher chakra field, back into the crown, it's up to you to be able to perceive it correctly. But you always got to keep in mind that you only have 1/64th of perception of what's actually occurring in this reality. So you're going to call on Haru, who is the Lord of the crown chakra. See, a lot of people try to rush to the crown chakra so that you can see something that you're not ready for. But when you see it with the eyes of Heru, you will see it with the right discernment and you will see it from the right perspective because it's going to be one that sits in the mountainous position. Follow? Well, all of that activity had to allocate itself to the stomach first because of your navel cord. This is how you develop your subconscious mind in the physical dimension. Now, once you go up into the heart chakra, in the heart chakra area, things start to turn green, right? Because it's the photosynthesis, the light. It's the light signature that you're taking in. And whatever you consume, it has that light signature in the cell of that fruit, that flesh, that vegetable. It has collected all of that energy center and uh, it's being distributed into the heart chakra area. That's the fifth chakra. This is the midpoint between the lower field of the chakras and the higher field. Follow? So the light breaks down the green part and sends the yellow part into the stomach area, right? So you got a lot of neural activity that's going on right here in your stomach. And this is also the seat of your willpower, right? This goes beyond voluntary and involuntary, and this is more autonomy is taking place in this area where you got control over it, right? So you want to watch what you put in your body too, or who is preparing your food, or what prayer. Say a prayer over your food. You got to project good intentions into what you eat. That's what's going to determine how it come out the other end, regardless of what it is. Yeah, I do that. Well, let's get up on the board. You got to look through them PDFs. I could tell you ain't looked through that PDF, Zay. That's the main thing on the 9-point. I don't know if you've seen a 9-point presentation. We probably go back over that again. Ain't no probably. We will. I'll show you. All right. So you got the sky. That's Newt, number 14. Got the crown. That's Haru, number 19. Brow on set. She's number 15. Throat. The Hootie. 56. I'm running out of ink. Hold on a second. Then you got the root chakra. That's a SAR. Number 16. See that? So you got Asar, Anubu, Sekhmet, Hethiru, Tahuti, Aset, Haru, and Nut. These are the deities. These are the Netaru that represent these particular chakra points. And these are glands in your body. Then you got one up under there, the earth core. That's Geb. So Geb connects with Nut. See that? Yes, the 99 is exactly. Yes, you answering your questions. All of that's in the 1089 tech community. Look in the share files under study notes. Ask somebody in the community room what's the password. They'll give you the password. Yeah. Any other questions? Did I answer your questions, Zay? Yeah, so the heart, once we get up to the throat is the area where you're able to express yourself, right? You able to express what's on your heart. Are you able to express what's on your mind. See how it's in between those two parts right there? So your mind, the, your conscious, the conscious mind is here in the brow. So that's the brow, right? And you got the throat. Then you got the heart. Now the conscious mind moves through the throat, into the heart, and then into the stomach. So at this point, you can speak it, right? Here, you feel it, and here, you store it. You see that? And here, you think it. Y'all tap that screen for me. So, any questions? So when you speak, you're speaking with Tahuti's energy. No, you're speaking with your energy. But that's who lords over that frequency. So like, let's call this the color spectrum. This is black. This is red. This is orange. This is yellow, green, turquoise, blue, and purple. And then you have white, right? Or we'll say clear. See that? Each one of these levels got 7 stages. There's 7 layers to each one of these. And there's certain beings that vibrate, these deities vibrate on certain frequencies. So while you want to connect to the earth and you get in alignment with Geb, who represents time, right? The element is aluminum. That's a conductor of energy, aluminum. You got trace minerals of that in your body. And the trace minerals of the aluminum in your body can be used to connect through the ley lines of Geb. His color is black. So anytime that you closing your eyes, you can connect to Geb, right? Anytime I see black, I think about Geb. Anytime I see the color red, I think about a Saru, right? Yani Saru, Yani Titaru, right? He represents the root. He represents the root chakra because he at the root of the family. And y'all know the story about the phallus in Asaru. That's to help you to remember the root chakra. So you could call on these beings in the assistance of the blockage. If you're having some type of blockage in that area, you know, they could provide some type of remedy. Yani Tiru. Yeah. Yeah, it means like, oh, yeah, Netaru. Ya Atum, Yani Tiru, Ya Nun, Yani Tiru Nu Net, Yani Tiru Ya He, Yani Tiru Ya He He, Yani Tiru Ya. You hear me? Ya Kek, Yani Tiru Ya Kek, Yani Tiru Ya Amun, Yani Tiru Ya Amunet, Yani Tiru. So how do you call on them for assistance? Yes, that's me. Yeah, you just call on them. But this is why I tell y'all to start with your dearly departed. Call on them first. It start with them. When you start calling on them, then the Netaru will respect your, your grievance. They'll respect what when you calling on them. Because you didn't call on your big mama first. You didn't call on your granddaddy. You didn't acknowledge their existence and show them that you got reverence and respect for them. Then these beings will come to your request. But you can't be having a stink attitude and you in disarray with your family and be calling on these beings. You know what I'm saying? You see, I call them out. When it be like 111, I'm gonna call them out. But I honor them and I acknowledge them, and I put them in picture frames around my home, and I acknowledge who they are, and I'm grateful for the things that they've shown us, and that's why I'm on here doing what I'm doing right now, to promote my culture. See, I got the Baruti on. That's the gatekeeper of the ancient wisdom and knowledge. This also symbolizes ascension, ascending from the animal nature, transitioning into a high priest and gaining your wings for ascension, right? The ascending sun, representing the body of a lion, the Leo, because the eyes of the Sphinx is pointing at the Leo star constellation, Regulus and Denebola. And Regulus is 15 million times brighter than our sun from the distance that it's at right now. Imagine if it was up close. Our sun tiny as hell next to Regulus. See, it's stuff like that that's picked up from the brow chakra, right? Yeah, that sun would obliterate us. It would absorb our sun. It would make our sun orbit around it. And we'll automatically be fricasseed. So same thing with the other planets. They'll be burnt. But the spiritual aspects of those things will still exist. See, that's the whole other paradox to it. Like, damn. But yeah, I hope I answered your question, Zay. As far as Tahuti. But with Tahuti, let's get back to that because we ain't finished answering. So Tahuti connects to the throat. That connects to the throat. So that's a level above the heart. So you picking up on the higher heart from the spiritual dimension, right? And Tahuti represents wisdom. So when you speak, we want to speak with wisdom. We don't want to say something. Shouts out to my granddaddy RZ. He was a man of very few words, but when he spoke with wisdom and he meant the things that he said. I mean, Very little, maybe 2 paragraphs of words in 25 years that I can account for. He didn't say much, but when he said something, he said a lot. And this is what Tahuti is showing you right here with the throat chakra. So that's where you make that communication. When you're picking up on the transmission in your psychic center, and it sounds wise, more than likely it's coming from the turquoise end of the color spectrum. And you picking up on it through your antenna. That's why I tell y'all the psychic center or the mind's eye, that's an antenna. They always telling you about the pineal gland. The pineal gland is not where the third eye comes out of. The pineal gland is there to process, listen, the memory of everything that you are accounting for. It's picking up on everything, right? That's the physical aspect of your subconscious mind, is your pineal gland. So it is important. I'm not saying that it's not, but they keep telling people that's the third eye. No, the third eye is there in the pituitary gland. See, they don't want y'all to know that. That sits in front of the neural cortex and the frontal lobe cortex of your brain. It's very magnetic. When I first came on here, people was taking quarters and putting them on their forehead. Like, if this happened, that's how I could tell how. I tell y'all, I sat and watched for about a year before I came on here. I would just watch and seeing where people's range of perception was. And I was like, okay, maybe I could get on here and teach something. Right? But that's the psychic center. When the psychic center is open, you picking up, it's like an antenna. What amplifies that antenna is a pyramid. The pyramid amplifies the antenna. And when you put a pyramid in front of your antenna, it magnifies it. And it also magnifies your ability to pick up on a transmission. So if you're picking up on transmissions and it sound wise enough to repeat, 9 times out of 10 is coming from Tahuti. If you're picking up on transmissions and it's associated with time, 9 times out of 10, it's coming from Ged. It's coming from the earth itself. So I tell y'all to put your feet in the grass, right? You picking up stuff in the root, it's the all-seeing eye. You feel like you picking up on everything? 9 times out of 10 is coming from Asar. This is your clairvoyance kicking in right there in the root chakra. Right in the root. Because all of your other chakras had to come down into your stomach when you was in your mama. That helped generate your subconscious mind so that you could store information. Right? So this is where you learned about force, Anubu, the messenger of heaven and hell. You should look this up, Zay. It's inside the group. All this information in the group already. But I'm going back over it again for the people on the TikTok. I need to present the 9-point presentation again. And we go back over that. But this is the chakras, the 9 chakras. You don't have 7, you got 9, right? If you're a 9 ether being, you function with 9 chakras at a time. You don't need 7. You need 9 to function here. That's why you're a little extra than everybody else. Why you think they're like, I can't stand you. I hate niggers. Oh, they're chimps. They're monkeys. They're like, damn, y'all still doing this shit? And you ain't even originally from here. It had the people that be talking bad about so-called black people that claim to be white, they always got black eyebrows and black hair and, and black eyes. You are a nigger too. If I shake your tree, right, Bojangle gonna fall out doing the Cupid shuffle. My dear gonna come out doing the crip walk on your ass. Yeah, you do got access to them. It's just that are you aware of it, and are you capable of interfacing with it at a comprehensible level, right? And everyone has that same probability, um, and that's why you always hear me say things like, "Don't say that you haven't been told," right? That's what I say to people. Like, hey, all right, you ain't gotta believe what I say. You ain't gotta understand it. Just don't say that you haven't been told before, right? So everyone has that same probability to make that connection. And you will know when you're starting to make that connection to yourself because animals will start coming to you. You know what I mean? They'll start coming up to you. They can see that your light activated because you activated with your own consciousness, right? This is you. You are mental energy. At the source of your cell of the soul is mental energy. Dense form of light. And this is a form of light that predates the atom. It predates the electron. It's a whole nother substance altogether, right? And this aspect of you is capable of thinking. It's capable of speaking once it's connected to the chakra. And through the heart, you're able to feel this dimension. Next to the heart chakra is your central nervous system. And that connects to the circuitry of the nerves in your body, the nerves and the nerve endings. That's you, the thinking self, connecting to that. And you're storing all of these feelings in the bosom. I told you, you got over 100 million neurons in that one area, right? So this is how you are operating in the physical dimension. Yesterday, the last time I was on here, I was talking about experiences. And you're externally peering through the senses. You're externally peering through the senses. And we like to use the Netaru to familiarize our people with the deities that's aligned with you genetically. They already align with you. You've just been out of alignment with yourself, right? But now we waking up. I'm telling y'all, it's our time right now. Why they gotta make up some shit to make you worried and afraid and be in fear. It ain't no reason for none of that stuff. All you gotta do is not pay no attention. Give yourself that attention. Give your own culture, your own custom some attention. Start developing that. You know, yeah, it's gonna take some time. Yeah, everybody can't get along. Not right now, but they will. We just gotta be diligent and persevere because we're in the area of the Het Hiru in our community, right? That's the dwelling house of Horus or Haru, right? And what's the 27th element? I want to say it's cobalt, right? And right now, people are using cobalt when you're using a cell phone. It's using that as a medium to connect to the circuitry that's being delivered from the crown chakra, all right? That's your receiver. That's where you receive information. Receive it, right? In the crown. It receives it, you think it, you speak it, you feel it, and then you store it into the body. Yeah, they got the cobalt mines in Central Africa, and they use it to make cell phones. Now they're using it to make cell phones, and that's Het Hiru, right? Het Hiru. That's the color green. We need to start thinking about Het Hiru protecting. It's 111. Thank you, beloved. Abdul Ku Tafalat. Wabazum Bibamu El Kalum. Who partner to that? Minu Nu Chiu Kawun Ilibihu. Atunre Nu Nunet. He het ket kiket Kamu Amunet. Atun Shu Tefnut Geb Nut Oset Osaru. Neptet Satuk Haru Happy and Quid Anti. Nefertun Mantu Bepti Sekmet Het Har Best Patah Bass Am Hotep. Who mi hurt Kefri Meskahenet Raek Hentamintu. Ika Neef Mayat Renetat Shah Sishat Mafdat Sobek Anubu. Kanum Kansu Tanin. Sia Hiket Amsu Sarapi Atumre Tahuti. Taret. Selket Ha Nehebka Sokar Bait Akir Ani Hirit. Wabwawit. Siket Hitet Maresgir. Sia Get it Astinu Bahutit. Kanimtet Menket Hem Madudi. Kabasinu Duamutev. Merit Ura Edu Nkebit. Siket Anuket Jet. Tim Ua Uis Anku Afnuit Satis. Sati Emta. Ninna. Imue Mseti. Himamu. Raychef. Mary. Amon Ray. For the sake of all. Kawun. All right. Now, I was talking about Central Africa, the Congo, Uganda, and the cobalt in Het Hiru, and how we need to petition the Het Hiru on behalf of the Congolese for the bullshit that's happening over there right now. Those people are still being suppressed. Right? They are. There's a form of slavery that's happening in the Congo. The cradle of civilization. That's where everything started at, man. That was the first piece of land to poke out the water. You got to acknowledge that, man. That's where the ancient of ancestors come from. Within the hominid spectrum of who you are physically. Because your genetics go all the way back into the sea. Right? It's called planetary awareness. And you can get all of that just being in the root chakra, being in the earth cord. See, Geb is connected to time. You got the all-seeing eye. That's all you need. That's it. All the rest of that stuff is cosplay. You came here for that, to make that connection and get the planets Akashic. It got a more vaster library than your existence, right? But we connected to them people. No, that's our family. I don't care if I know you or not. You a so-called black person, for lack of a better word, for the sake of grimoire. You my brother or sister. Regardless of what you got going on or how you perceive yourself. That's how I will receive you. Your average mortal will see me in that context and be like, oh man, I could get over on this nigga. Thinking very lowly. Why would you even want to, like I said, it's the animal. Your consciousness has to evolve beyond the animal. You have to go beyond the predatorial state of the reptilian brain. Females too. You have to evolve beyond that. And you're supposed to be able to speak wise, like Tahuti. Why even say anything if it ain't going to be wise? That's what the throat chakra is representing there. But all you need is the earth core in your root to function here. Just need that to function. You got the forces at play in order for you to invest into the ecosystem with your energy, right? You use your willpower right here in your solar plexus, the lower diaphragm. This is where all the nerves is right here in your stomach. You ever see somebody get hit like right in here? They fold all the way up. Right? You could even lose consciousness. You could, you know what I mean? You could stun enough neurons in that area. And there's more neurons here than it is in your brain. The body is a mysterious phenomena that needs to be studied by us. Like people always say, hey man, what book should I start reading? What I tell them, y'all? A biology book. Read the biology book. You'll be fascinated with it. The physical anatomy. Study these things. I do. Yeah. Biology book. Then you need to study the dictionary too. And the etymology of words and see where they come from. This will help break up that grimoire. Right? Because it's the spell. That's what be holding. You think it's something else. It's the spell itself. And it's the stuff that we speaking into our life. And you just got to start saying and get a better vocabulary to speak about yourself with. Right? And start speaking it consistently and repetitively. And when you do things in this manner, your whole reality start changing before you, man. It's just that simple. But somebody got to vet that out to you, right? Somebody got to vet that out to you and let you know that. Someone that has already then walked that path. That's why it's good to have a teacher, an advisor, or a mentor, somebody that's seasoned enough, that know what they're talking about, that they studied and experienced a lot. I mean, that's who I look. Them my go-tos. What the hell y'all doing? You hear me? That's what it is. And that's for the newbies, for the neophytes, for the wanderers. I'm here to put you up on game in those capacities. But y'all need to join the 1089 tech community. And I'm telling you, check out our database. Once you join the community, you do have to purchase a piece of Orgone. I'm still running sales, and I'm telling all my tech community members right now, I got all of the big guns. I put all the big guns on sale. All the big guns is on sale, and next we're gonna do the smaller notes too, the regular notes. Yep. But I'm running sales. I got one of the biggest traffic 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 sites traffic on Webador. I said Wix the other day, but it's Webador. But that's still a part of Wix. I ain't the biggest on Wix. But out of the Webador group, I'm like, man, I'm up there. So thank everybody for your support. Everybody that's been coming through the website. I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Ashe. Right? Y'all keep it up. Keep coming on back. And next we got the AAA workshop in July, San Antonio, Texas. Tickets are still available for that, you guys. And we will be doing the ethos in November. The ethos will be coming in November. I'm still putting everything together, but it will be going down. Catch all, it's going to be a 3-day event. 3-day event for that one. It's a lot of information. We're going to go across all the spiritual app seminars 1 through 4, do a refresher, and integrate the full ethos of what raynology is. Because it's all about application, you guys. You could talk until you blue in the face. You could debate and challenge and theorize until you blue in the fucking face. But you need to learn how to take the knowledge that you have attained and apply it into your life. And learn how to alchemize it in a magical way where the elemental forces are working with and for you on your behalf. Because I tell you guys all the time, existence itself is co-conspiring with the reality that you're living in right now. We putting spells on ourselves. Y'all don't know how much of an impact that means to say grand rising in the morning instead of good morning. Or not saying hello. I don't even say hello. I say, how you doing? Hi. Peace and love. Huamana. Rahu back. Speak on it. Anything but that. I don't greet people with hell. I don't even get mad if a person don't greet me. Just don't say hello. Because I'm going to tell you hell is low. Right? So things are starting to shift. The paradigm is turning into a paruti. And there's no turning back. But it all starts with the chakra grid, right? And you, the mental energy, you reside right here. Sometimes you travel here, sometimes you here. And when you go to sleep, you leave up out the body, right? And you project into the etheric double of yourself and you move around through the spiritual universe until the melatonin levels in your body start to wane and your body starts to release more serotonin instead of melatonin. Once the serotonin levels have filled up in the glands, then they start to release into your body. And that's what causes you to wake up in the morning time. And your melatonin levels start to wane. And as they go down, the serotonins come up and you get up. That's why I tell y'all don't be on your phone at nighttime and shit. Because your body be thinking that it's daytime. And it start pumping out more serotonin when it's really time to put the melatonin in. So don't be around a lot of lights and shit when it get late. Your body will, in the involuntary area, it start picking up on that and misinterpreting that. Then you go to sleep. Then you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like you got enough rest. That happened to me the other day. Fucking around on the computer. I was on the computer though. I got me some sleep, but it didn't matter. Even though I got enough rest, when I woke up, I was like, because I knew it. I already knew it. I was like, man, I shouldn't have been on the computer that late like that. My shit was thrown off. I felt groggy. I really needed that cup of coffee. I wanted it that morning. Like, man, I really do need a coffee. But this is all dealing with the body that you contractually obligated yourself to perform in. Y'all got any other questions? Y'all want to see the replays of these lives? Check on the YouTube. Follow me on the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. You can follow me on Instagram as well. If you want to see it's a lot of videos now that have been uploading on Instagram. Not as many as TikTok, but you can scroll to the bottom of the page still on the Instagram. and see a lot of the work I've been putting in with OrgoniteTEK. Any other questions? He said, I just got some notes from him. What shirt? You saying this one right here? No, this is members only. The shirts ain't on sale yet. I'm gonna do a sale on the shirts, but not right now. But you can get this. You can get this if you want it. Oh yeah, Tahuti Rudy Thoth Day every Thursday for Tahuti. We do got sales. Sales gonna be going on, man. I'm gonna have more and more sales. Uh, the small pendants for the people that want to get in our community. Go get you a small pendant. You ain't gonna get one that look like this, but small pendants and is on sale, $35. That's it. Right. Next, I'm gonna put the oil on sale. We're gonna do an oil sale next. Uh, I'm bringing everything one at a time as we go into the new level of the tech. New level of tech, new personal size. I'm about to switch everything up. Isn't that a beaut? She already starting to absorb the radiation. Said, what are the days of the deities? There are no days of the deities. I just say Tahuti for Thursday because it's a lot of sacred wisdom behind that. For those that know, they know. But Thursday is Thor's day. That's where they got the deity Thor. I want to say that's in the Norse pantheon. Many of your days of the week come from the Norse pantheon, the Olympians, and other stuff. This is a put together so-called construct, the Proto-Indo-Euro. It ain't even it's nothing. I'm telling you, they try to keep everybody trapped in a timeline, but that's something we could come up with, the 7 days of the week, right? Have our own days. Kansu. Kansu would be Monday because he's a moon deity. Tuesday. Like we couldn't, we had to reset the whole concept. But that's where that comes from. Thor is like Thoth. So, yeah, you need to focus on the 9-point presentations. Get the 9-point presentation down. And once you learn a 9-point presentation, you will start connecting the dots with everything that you come across in the study notes and anything that we be talking about in general. You would dial right on into it. You're like, oh man. Yeah. But it's essential for you guys to, venerate, pour your libations, honor your deceased, pay them the reverence and the debt of gratitude that they owe. And hey, man, I'm telling you, stuff work in your favor. You want some favor? That's how you get it. I don't know how to make it more simpler than that. It ain't all deep and drawn out. You pour out a little libation. I had some water the other day that was left in the car. And instead of pouring it out, like, man, I got to pour a libation with this because it didn't have a top on it. I poured a libation. I took that water and poured a libation. Went in and got me a scratch off. Only won $5. It was $5 I didn't have. You hear me? Yeah, man, I've been telling you that for the longest. I don't know what you've been paying attention to. Yeah, one of my students started off with that, just pouring out a libation. Now he got a full altar. Now he got his altar and all that shit. He making his offerings and burning ancestor money. But he started off just pouring a libation. That shit changed his whole life around. And he ain't alone. Several people didn't confess that to me. Like, yo, man, I started doing like you said, and stuff did start happening for me. The whole thing is not to stop. Keep it going. Don't quit. Right? That's your own family. They rooting for you. They want to help you and assist you where they can. Right? You here on their behalf. You are all that they have left. You are a byproduct of their thoughts, words, and actions. You just got to become aware of that, man. That rapport and that connection has to be so cohesive that when it pop up, you know what's happening. I go somewhere and if I don't know which way to take, a little a red cardinal will come and sit on the street sign and let me know. Like, come this way. And I go that way. I listen. You don't know what type of accidents you are avoiding. You don't know what type of mishaps that you're being pulled away from. It's not about happenstance. It be your own dearly departed that be making no moves for you. Somebody that really loved you. Because this is what they still tethered to based on what they consume from the social engineering program. That's why it happens that way. And when you acknowledge it and give your your reverence to that, man, you can't help but to win, man. And I ain't talking about the way that they telling you're supposed to win. The way that it was blueprinted in your DNA for you to win. It's just connecting to existence, your co-conspirator. You playing your part as a part of creation by being a creator and connecting to the necessary uh, players in creation that's going to help you, i.e., the elements, the sun, the planet, and other beings that vibrate on the same frequency as you. It's a dance. It's a never-ending dance. It's a never-ending story that consistently and continuously and perpetually evolves repetitively. Right? Any other questions? I'm going to take one more question. We're going to get on off of here. I know I've been on here for quite some time, and I want to be able to get the opportunity to upload this. Highlights, I will upload them tomorrow. Go to the YouTube to look for the long version. No highlights. I upload a long version of these lives on to the YouTube. Thank you for everybody that's been coming to my YouTube channel. Keep liking those videos. Keep sharing them. Please leave some comments, you guys. Not no emojis. Please. leave me some comments in the comments section on my YouTube page. I'm trying to get up, hype my video up if you can. Get us through the algorithm. We're doing a great job. More people are becoming aware. These portals are opening up to the afterlife, making way for people to find their way here and dispel the darkness from the physical dimension. We're going to get up out of here. Shouts out to the 1089 Tech community. Thank you guys for coming through. My moderator, Ricky Rodriguez, Colombia. Thank you, my beloved brother. Shouts out to the AAA Academy and alumni, 1089techvision.com. That is the website, you guys. Come join our community. We constantly growing. Access the growing database. And we'll see you guys again in this great day and time called Noon Tare. May the ancestors be with you. Badu.